There is only the indivisible whole, and this includes our body, mind, and everything it perceives, in which awareness is perceiving only a tiny aspect of the undivided totality as it simultaneously appears within consciousness. It is only through the function of seeing that both the seer, the self, and that which is seen, things and objects, appear to exist. In other words, both our self and the things we see are mistakes of perception. The presence of seeing appears to divide reality into two parts, the subject and the object. But the seemingly independent parts are, in fact, an illusion. In reality, there is only the presence of knowing, of the seeing. Without the presence of the knowing of seeing, neither of the two apparent parts could appear. The seer, that which we consider to be ourself, is merely a byproduct of seeing. This byproduct is merely a shadow of that which is real, which is only the perceiving itself. And so the perceived self is just a shadow of thought. And the same holds true for that which is seen, or rather the objects of seeing. The sensing of an apparent object can only arise within the activity of seeing. So it too is a shadow of thought caused by misperception. The two seemingly separate parts, the subject and the object, the perceiver and the perceived, spontaneously co-arise together, but they cannot exist independent of perceiving. In truth, both apparent parts are simply a conceptual illusion. One gives rise to many. Without the presence of perceiving, no object could be divided and separated out of the totality of the indivisible whole. It is because of the focal point of perception that a thing appears as being isolated and independent from the rest of reality. But again, this is a false perception. Furthermore, once we identify a thing within our perception, we are apt to give it a name, a label, and once a thing has a name, it seems to become even more substantial and real to us. The thing appears to take on an independent existence all on its own, and one that's seemingly apart from the rest of the whole. And the same goes for us. We are given a name at the birth of our body, and we are conditioned from day one that this is who we are. Our identity with the body and mind is inseparably ingrained upon every one of us from our first breath. And so we then believe that our self is separate from the rest of the world rather than one with it. The ultimate absolute reality is that we are neither the mind nor the body. We are the continuum of consciousness awareness within, upon which all experiences become known. You are the aware presence of perceiving that continually flows through every sensation within your experience. The oneness of reality cannot be divided by our perceiving, so we become the witness to our worldly observing. When this is recognized as truth, and its realization is fully integrated into our present moment experiencing, we do experience a considerable shift in our physical, mental, and emotional perspective. It is this very shift in consciousness that frees us from the binding nature of the mind, a mind that wants to mistakenly attach its identity onto everything it perceives. Indeed, our true self is beyond any possible perception of identity. Rather, our true self is the empty awareness within which all perceptions arise. At all times, we are the aware presence of perceiving, We are the knowing with which all things are presently known. When there exists no hindrance whatsoever between you and that which you perceive, all that remains is the intimate act of perceiving itself, pure perception. And unhindered by mind, awareness then reveals only the eternal bliss of conscious being. So allow all conceptual thought to fall away and merge in perfect harmony with all that you perceive as one love. Namaste.